It is a challenging time for newspapers across the country, and for our newspaper of record, the Oregonian, it's no different. Founded in 1850 by publisher and editor Thomas Dreyer, the Oregonian was the first daily newspaper in the Pacific Northwest. It is the oldest continuously published newspaper on the West Coast, and over the years has received numerous awards, including Pulitzer Prizes for journalistic excellence. But with technology, changes in how people get their news, and other factors, many newspapers are struggling to survive, and the Oregonian has made major adjustments to keep the information flowing. Here to talk about that is the Oregonian's editor and vice president of content, Therese Bottomly. Bottomly is responsible for all newsroom operations, including OregonLive, and leads the Oregonian's editorial board. Born and raised in Portland, she's an Oregon duck. She's been at the Oregonian for more than 40 years, most of those years in leadership positions. Therese Bottomly, welcome to Eye on Northwest Politics.
Thanks for having me, Ken.
Well, you're retiring in August. Why did you decide to retire now?
Well, as you noted, there have been so many changes over the years, 4 decades in the newsroom, and I wanted to go out at a time of, growth and stability, and we've really found that. Newspapers, as you've said, have gone through really momentous changes in the past few decades. But over the 7 years I've been editor, we really have found various revenue forms and stability. And I don't want to leave during a crisis. I want to leave during a period of growth.
Well, you've led the Oregonian through some major changes, as you've alluded to just now, including the transition from a daily print newspaper to the online presence with OregonLive right now. Take us through that process and the reasons for it.
Well, I think our owners were really prescient about the changes that in the audience and where the audience was going, and we want to be where the audience is, and increasingly that's on a smartphone, on a tablet, on your desktop computer. And so 10 years ago, they did change from daily home delivery. That was a big change. And then a year or two ago, we changed to not even printing the paper 7 days a week, but increasing our online offerings. So right now, our readership is larger than it's ever been, thanks to OregonLive and all of the online social media platforms, newsletters, podcasts, etc.
We've heard that newspapers are in trouble nationwide. Why is that?
Well, it's a combination of things, but one of them is the migration of advertising to digital, and digital advertising comes at a much lower price. And so when newspapers had to confront the declining advertising revenue, they had to look for different ways to increase the bottom line. OregonLive used to be free. For many years it was free. Now we offer a subscription to OregonLive so that people can access all the articles. The vast majority of articles are still free, but we do ask for a subscription to access everything. That helps support the journalism that we do every day.
Let's talk a little bit more about technological changes. Everybody talks about artificial intelligence and the use of AI. How does the Oregonian use AI?
Well, we have a very strict AI policy where we always have disclosure if we do use any of the tools, and we also always have human beings involved so that they're looking over the product. The most popular tools for our newsroom are the behind-the-scenes tools for reporters to help them organize masses of data. For instance, it is not uncommon for the Portland School Board to go for 6 hours or more. You saw last week the City Council went 12 hours. We monitored those in real time, but we can't watch every single school board meeting in the Portland metro region. But AI can take a transcription from YouTube, can summarize it, can link back to exactly where in the meeting that exchange occurred, allowing a reporter to then go and check and verify the information. That sort of time-saving tool really can help reporters do their jobs.
What's the downside of AI, though?
Well, the downside of AI is it's very imperfect. That's why I consider our stance as cautious experimentation. AI, as we've seen, has embarrassed some news organizations where they didn't diligently check the information. We always want to get it right, we want to be accurate, and we are committed to always diligently checking information before we publish it.
Well, as I mentioned, the Oregonian is the newspaper of record in this area. What big stories over the years have really stuck with you?
Well, unfortunately, news is when sometimes something bad happens. We don't have headlines that say thousands of planes landed safely today, but we do cover the plane crash. So some of the ones that stick with me are those tragedies, the Thurston High School shooting, which happened before Columbine, people tend to forget that. It was one of the first in the country that really made headline news, a very tragic situation that is far too commonplace today.
And that was the one where Kip Kinkle killed his parents and then went and then shot fellow students at Thurston High School.
At Thurston High School in Springfield,
Yeah.
Oregon. Very difficult to cover, as you know, because it's a couple hours away. The Umpqua Community College mass shooting was another one. The Kim family, which got bad directions and went off, tried to take a shortcut to the coast, ended up stranded in snowy mountains, the Coast Range, and then the father ended up dying after trying to go for help after several days. So some really tragic situations that all newsrooms are challenged to cover. We've also had, I think, some big projects that I'm proud of, like Ghosts of Highway 20, which looked at a serial killer in Oregon, No Mercy, which looked at how Mercy Corps failed to respond to credible reports of sexual abuse by one of its founders. And those are, as you know, investigative reporting is difficult. It's time consuming, it's expensive. Reporters have to spend hours and hours vetting those facts and making sure we're absolutely accurate. And so that is the sort of watchdog and accountability work that really is going to distinguish us.
Yeah, we've only got about a minute left, but I do want to mention this. You published a series of articles a few years ago called Publishing Prejudice, the Oregonian's Racist Legacy. And you actually apologized for how the Oregonian covered racial issues and people of color over the years. What motivated that, and what was the feedback from that?
Well, after the murder of George Floyd, a lot of organizations started looking inward at their own history, and our staff wanted to look very closely at the Oregonians' history. And Oregon was founded as a whites-only state, and the Oregonian back in the day reflected that and was very much by and for white men. And it wasn't just by and for white men, it was actively against people of color, immigrants. It was in favor of the Japanese American internment in prison camps during World War II. And once we discovered this, that we were in fact an outlier, I felt that an apology from me as editor was the best way forward.
And I would encourage people to get online and read those articles. It was very impactful. We could talk to you for a lot longer, but thank you very much for being here on Eye on Northwest Politics. Good luck in retirement. Therese Bottomly from the Oregonian.
Thank you.